welcome to another tutorial. Not really a tutorial, basically just gonna cut my hair for all the world to see. And I'll wait for you guys to join here. So what I'm gonna do is I've decided to go natural for a little while. Let me go to YouTube here. So yeah, I've decided to go natural for a little while, and the reason I did, man, the reason I decided to do that is yesterday when I got out of the shower, as I say what's up to my Instagram audience. So I'm doing this on Instagram Live as well as YouTube. So yesterday I get out of the shower and, I'm putting all my beard products in my beard and everything. And I was like, you know what, let me just try to leave it natural for a little while. I'm not completely gray, but I've got some gray on the sides. And so, who knows? I think it could be time for me to go. I think it could be time for me to go to the go with the salt and pepper look. And now you can go salt and pepper for only so long before there's no turning back, right? So if I do this for a week or two, I could go back to all black, just dyeing my beard. Only a few people will notice. But if I do it for 6-7 months and then all of a sudden I decide to go all the way back to black, just doesn't seem right. So I'm gonna experiment. I'm 44. I'll be 45 next August. So I figured, you know what? Let me see. My brother is. What's my brother? My brother is 41, and he is all grayed out. So and so I said, you know what? I'm gonna try to go with the all natural look for a little while. Hang on a second. Man, it is really warm in here. So away we go. So what we're gonna do tonight is I'm gonna cut in my hairline. Then I'm gonna take my hair. Then I'm gonna cut my hair. Not gonna do a line. Not gonna do a part. I'm gonna trim up my beard, and I'm just gonna leave it like that. And we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. We'll see what kind of reactions I get. I don't think there's too much difference, at least from afar. The difference between natural and just dyeing your beard. I know that my beard looks much thicker when it's dyed black, but I don't know. We'll see. So all right. So what I always start off with is I always start with the hairline and the beard trim. Before I cut my hair, I always make sure I cut in my hairline because it's a lot easier to cut in your hairline when your hair is longer. Let's see. I need to clean off my mirror here. What's up to everybody in the chat? Good to have you guys in here. Damn, what the hell is this on my mirror? God damn. Alright, well, looks like I gotta clean the mirror. Looks like somebody has requested to go live with me. I'll go live with Calisthenics or whatever your name is. If you have any dating questions or dating or relationship questions, feel free to ask. Callie West says the chicks love the gray. I guess we're going to find out. I guess we are going to find out. I'll accept. Kaizen Graphics. I've already oiled my blade, so we're going to go ahead and start cutting in the other hairline. I've been cutting my own hair since I was 15 years old, so I'm highly experienced at this. So here we go. I like to start in the middle just to make sure everything is straight. And of course, I use Andis like everybody else does. Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, man. I have, I've got a million of these. I've got a million of these, and I'm always taking them apart, putting them together. Like they're different parts. Like I'll switch parts, sharpen blades, whatever. It's been a while since I bought a brand new one. I'll probably buy a brand new one maybe around the beginning of next year, but for now I've got all the parts I need. Just cut this in real nice and easy. And again, this is the way I do it. You don't have to do it this way, but I always cut in the hairline before I actually cut the hair, and you guys can see it's already starting to come in. There we go. Alright, very nice. The other side here. Yeah, I always cut in the hairline first because it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to cut in your hairline when your hair is a little longer. When your hair is shorter, you're kind of searching for the hairline, you know, it gets to become, it starts to become a pain in the ass. And cutting your own hair it's challenging enough without having to overcome challenges that are not necessary to have to overcome for a good cut. So, somebody said my Fresh and Fit breakdowns are always on point. Appreciate that. Did I get the email to the timestamps? Yes, I did. Thank you. Thank you for that. Do I plan on having kids? No. I will never have kids. Coach Yaku says, any advice for a first video? I have no idea what that means. You're going to have to be more specific. Alright, very good. Very nice. Nice and even. I try to make it sure it's as even as possible. Where a lot of guys mess up is they go for absolute perfection. Like they want the absolute perfect hairline, and if they mess up just a little bit, they go and try and correct it, but then they keep fucking it up. Listen, hair grows back. It's all good. If you make a mistake, if it's not readily visible, leave it alone. It'll grow back. Looks like my keto bowl has arrived. Very nice. So there's the left, there's the right. Okay, so we got the top done. Now we're going to do the sides here. When you're doing this, always make sure you're cleaning your blade, because if hair gets in your blade, that's how you get jagged lines. You got to make sure your blade is clean at all times. And plus, if you leave your blade on for too long, the engine will get hot and that's when you run into problems. Okay, very nice. Okay, you know what? I think I can go a little bit further in. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very nice. Okay, so there's the right side. You guys see it's nice and crisp, right? Give you guys an up close look. So you guys can see the left side not quite done yet. The right side is all done. Now we're going to do the left side. Kevin Savo's in the house. Good to see you in here, man. Savo Blogs is the newest panelist on the 6. Always does a fantastic job. Glad to have him on the panel. Go More Hike says, I have a lawyer with a Gmail address. He's kind of a big deal. I pay him in Dogecoin. Yeah. No comment. Now, if you guys look at the top of my hair, you guys can see Father Time is starting to catch up with your boy. See, Father Time is starting to catch up with your boy. I'm getting a little thin up top. Thankfully, I'm black, so being all the way bald looks just fine on me. So when Father Time collects his debt for having given me a full head of hair for 44 plus years, I'll either get, I don't know, who knows, maybe I'll get a hair transplant. I don't know, I don't think so. We'll see. I've thought about doing it, but I don't know, we'll see. Left side is always tricky for me. Okay, now see, I just made a mistake. Not a big mistake, but you guys can see right there where I came up off the hairline. You see that? That's a mistake. Not a big deal, okay? Not a big deal, because when you look at it from afar, you can't tell it's a mistake. You guys see that? You see that mistake right there? Right there, I cut too high. No problem, I'm gonna leave it there, because when you look at it from afar, you literally cannot tell. And my hair grows very quickly, so that mistake is gonna grow out very quickly. Yeah, Ginyu says just leave the gray, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. Man. I'm gonna leave the gray in for a while, because I don't really know how gray my beard is. So we'll see. Alright, very good. So my hairline is looking so my hairline is nice and crispy. It is nice and crispy. I'm liking where the hairline is looking. Very, very nice. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna do the back. Now the back is always very easy for me. So, and before you cut in the back, make sure you brush your hair, because you don't want to cut in a hairline on hair that's not brushed in that direction. So here we go. And again, guys, I've been doing this since I was 15 years old, so I'm highly experienced. I would tell you don't try this at home, but yeah, you know, why not? Now, why have I been cutting my own hair since I was 15? Well, because when I was 15, that is when we moved to a little city called Altus, Oklahoma. And Altus didn't have any black barbershops. So I had to save up for a pair of $15 Conair clippers, and I learned to cut my hair myself. It's not as difficult as it may seem, but it's very easy to mess up. So it takes definitely a steady hand, that's for sure. There we go, looking good. Excellent. Very good. All right, cool. So we got the front done and the back. So the front is done and the back is done. Actually, let me look at the replay of that. All right, got the front and the back. Cool. I'm solid. All right, excellent. I had to watch the replay just to make sure. All right, so now that my hair is cut in, before I actually cut my hair down to the length that I want it, I'm gonna trim up my beard. I'm just gonna tighten everything up. Get any of the straggling hairs, tighten this up down here. First, of course, is the mustache. When your mustache hairs start to tickle your nose, that's when you know it's time to trim your mustache. Not that I have to tell you that. Okay, very good. I try to be, listen, I want to do a good job. I'm not going to sit here and say, because you know, again, I say, hey, don't try to be a perfectionist because you can really fuck it up. But you know, oh, what kind of electric razor do I use? I use the Andis. It's the only one. Matter of fact, I use the Andis T-liner, and I use the Andis Master. These are the best clippers on the market for hair. The best clippers. I paid $160 for these, and they are worth, dude, they are worth every penny. Dude, nice, smooth, even cut. Love it. I bought them. I actually bought them when Deb and I were in Reno, right at the end of January, beginning of February. We went to, I think we went to a Sally Beauty Supply because she needed some sort of hair product, and I saw these. And I was like, dude, I've heard about these for a while. I've never wanted a spring for it, but I was like, dude, I've been cutting my own hair for forever. May as well get them. Dude, honestly, best $160 I've ever spent, man. Real talk. All right, very good. Now, a lot of guys like to go up a little, like all the way up. You want the hair to just be off your upper lip, because if you have it off, if you have it too far up your upper lip, that's when you run into problems with unevenness and things of that nature. So, just make sure that the hair is just off of your upper lips. All you gotta do. Nothing too extreme. Nothing too extreme. All right, so now I'm gonna trim up the sides a little bit. Make sure I'm not eating my hair. And again, maybe I'm making this look easy, but I've done this forever. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim the goatee tuft area. The goatee tuft area. So I want to clear all this out to give this a cleaner profile. You guys see how there's hair growing in here? Now my guess, I'm 44. This will probably all fill in by the time my hair is completely gray, which is fine with me. But yeah, until that all fills in, I gotta trim it up to make sure it looks good. So here we go. And I'll show you another trick how I make it look even cleaner in a minute. Okay, that side is clean. Good. Now that side is clean. You see how much cleaner that looks? What I do is I take it to another level here. And I just take really cheap disposable razors. These are by Schick. I do not buy Gillette products anymore for obvious reasons. I'll take a real cheap disposable razor. Then I will take... Where's that oil? Ooh. Where'd my African oil go? Okay, there we are. Here we are. Just herbal oil. I don't need a lot of it. Just need enough to lubricate the area. So I'll put a little dab on my finger. Roll it around my palm, and then I'll just coat each side. Right? So now it's coated on each side. Now what I do is I take the razor and I clean it up, just to give it even more of a clean look. This will help it look cleaner longer. So it's going to cut the hairs at their roots. And I go both ways. There we go. You see how much cleaner that looks now? You see that? And so when you back up from afar, the profile is extra clean. Extra clean. Alright, so now I'll wipe off any excess oil. So now I'm going to trim up, and I'm just actually going to trim up the beard. I'm not actually cutting into the beard. I'm not cutting into the beard. I'm just going to trim in and around the beard to give the beard a more shapely look. I'm not the guy who has to have razor who has to have like razor sharp lines. I'm not that guy. I like a natural. I like a natural look. You guys can see that my beard definitely has shape and definition, but it's not so razor sharp it looks like it was drawn on with a pencil. That's the look that looks best for me. I'm not a, you know. So here's what I'll do is I'll just trim everything up on the face. There we go. There we go. Excellent, excellent. Now, I'm going to trim down low. This is always the tricky part for me. This is always the tricky part for me because my beard is a little bit uneven on the neckline. No problem. One side is a tiny bit higher than the other. No one ever looks at me weird because my beard is, my neckline is all the way up under here. But that doesn't mean you don't still want to make it as tight as possible. So let me clean my blade again. Okay, so now I'm gonna clean up the neckline here. I'm only worried about the top because I can be careless with the bottom, but at the top I gotta be real careful. There we go. Looks like I nicked myself there. Got a little bit of blood. Okay, so now I'm done there. Now you guys can see it's not 100% even or anything like that, as you guys can see. But you guys can see that there's a clear plan. There's a definition. I'm not just leaving it. And when I lower my head, which is the way my head is most of the time, my beard tucks neatly under my neckline. You see how that works? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my disposable Schick razor that I used last time. I'm going to take a little bit more African oil here. I'm going to coat my neckline with it, my neck with it, and I'm going to clean that up, and I'm going to use the razor to clean that up. There's no need for me to, sometimes I will bust out the shaving cream, but the hairs aren't long enough. The hairs aren't long enough to really justify that. So I'm just going to take my blade. I always go with the grain. If I go against the grain, I break out. Nestle's Crunch. Y'all niggas know what I'm talking about. Nobody wants Nestle's Crunch. Nice and even, nice and smooth. There we go. Now my neck and neckline are nice and clean. And the cleaner your neck, the more definition it gives your beard. And by the way, when you're trimming your beard, don't trim at the jawline, guys. Trim at the neckline. Don't trim at the jawline. Trim at the neckline. That's a pro tip from me to you. So now I'm going to dry that off. Here comes the fun part. That's right, boys and girls. The alcohol. So now I'm going to put alcohol everywhere the blade was, for obvious reasons. It stings a little, it is what it is, but this is to close up those pores, to keep dirt from getting into those pores, and causing bumps, bacteria, other kind of things. This is just, basic grooming 101. Whew, wow, that's a little hot. Whew. Woohoo, yes sir. Oh man. Nice and clean. And you guys can see all that dirt. You see all that dirt? See all that dirt? All that was in my face, in my skin. I like to go over it twice to make sure I get everything. Get behind my ears. Woo! I must have cut myself there, damn. Woo-hoo-hoo! Alright, so that's the first go-round. Now we'll do it one more time just to make sure we're extra, extra clean. Obviously, the second time you do it, your cotton ball is not going to be quite as dirty, but you want to make sure you're as thorough as possible. Woo, man. This is how you prevent shave bumps. Most of the time, I actually forgot to do it this time. I'll put alcohol. Oops. I'll put alcohol on the areas I know the blade is going before and after. Because what can happen is the dirt and oil that's already on your skin, not caused by the blade, can be pushed into your skin by the blade. So, and you can see this one is not quite as dirty. Alright, good stuff. So now we are ready to cut the hair. Let me make sure. Let me trim my ear hairs here. I'm an old man now, so I gotta trim my ear hairs every single time. It's just part of life. Part of life. I didn't need to trim my nose hairs. Tomorrow I'll need to trim them. Word to the wise, fellas, the older you get, the faster your ear hair grows. Alright, so now I'm going to break out the best clippers on the market, in my opinion. The Andis Master. This blade is... Oh, shit. Damn, I hope I didn't break the motherfucker. Looks like it's durable, too. I literally just dropped it. There's not a set of clippers or T-liners I can't fix. I can fix anything. I don't care if it's rusted. I don't care if the engine's not working. Dude, I can take these things apart, put them back together. Dude, I can tweak them out. Like, it's actually pretty cool. Maybe I should do a tutorial on that sometime. So, now that our hairline is all cut in, all we have to do now is cut the hair. Oh, he uses European oil. Okay. Ginyu says we gotta feel the sting. You know what I'm saying? Keontae Sayers in the house says today's show is fire. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Do you hear that? Okay. So what happened is that when I dropped the clippers, the lead nut came out. That's what happened. So now I'm gonna... Well, first, let me unplug these motherfuckers. Just want to get shocked. No big deal. Just kind of shook it loose. Where are my... Damn it, Devin. I told Devin to keep my clipper repair kit in here. Of course, he never fucking listens. Shit. Hang on, guys. Just gotta fix this real quick. So the lead nut is what The lead nut is what keeps the front plate on here. If I were to take this off, well, shit. This back here is the engine. I mean, anyway, I'll do a tutorial on how to maintain your blade. But for now, I gotta cut my hair, so I don't know what a butter knife is doing in the bathroom, but I'm glad it's here. All right. Press that in. What the fuck is my repair kit? Because it's always moving shit. Come on, damn it. This would be much easier if I had my repair kit. Hang on, guys. I need to get this in here, and here we go. Okay. Come on, goddammit, get in there. Ah. Come on. Okay. There we go. This would have been much simpler and much quicker with my repair kit, but it is what it is. Alright. So we're back. So now, I'm going to plug this back in. There we go. And of course the engine is now humming like it should. Alright, so all we have left to do now is to cut the hair. Now, what's really good about the Andis Master is that you see these notches here? See, normally you have to have guards, right? But I don't have an afro, right? I have very short hair. And so what the Andis Master allows you to do is that even when you have short hair, it allows you to adjust the guides to give you a nice even cut with 5 different settings. That's why I love this thing. I always cut it on the longest setting because even long it's short. So here we go. Very nice. So you see the length? So you see the length of the hair is going to be perfect. Love it. Excellent. Good stuff, man. This is going to be really good. Ooh, I hit a bump. Didn't realize I had a bump back there, but it'll be all right. Sometimes it can get a little tricky, so you have to... And what you'll find yourself having to do is you will have to lower the guide when you're cutting behind the ears. That's just how it is sometimes. For whatever reason, the hair that's behind the ears just needs to be cut a little shorter, because even now you can see that it's still a little bit longer, right? See that? So what I'll do is I'll move the guide back by 2, and then I'll proceed. It's the weirdest phenomenon, but as you can see, now the hair behind the ear is even. It's the weirdest thing. I've never understood it, but one of life's phenomenons. Okay, very good. Make sure all that's even. Now, even though I can't see the back, I'll still do as much as I can without the mirror, and then I'll use the mirror to finish it off later, or in the end. You want to be firm with the blade. Make sure you're pressing all the way down to the skull. Because if you don't, it's going to be uneven, and that is not what you want. Get all this hair off me. Okay, let's go to the other side. Oh yeah, this is going to be a great cut. Good cut, man. Very nice. You guys can see that the hairline, the integrity of the hairline is, it's tight and true. And I could have cut in the hairline after I cut my hair, but like I said, I always find it easier to cut it in before I cut my hair because longer hair is much easier to see and cut than shorter hair. Okay. Okay. I'm going to finish up the back here in just a second. Now, one thing, if you have black hair, one thing you know for sure if you cut your own hair is that your hair is always going to be shorter than it looks after you cut it. After you cut it, you have to brush it, and then the real length will reveal itself. Looks like I've eaten some hair already. It looks like I could have missed a spot or two, but we'll come back to that after I brush it. So now I'm going to finish the back. You guys can see it doesn't take very long at all. Oh wow, I almost got the whole back without the goddamn mirror. How about that? Ooh. Damn it. My IG Live feed keeps cutting out, but it'd be alright. Oh yeah, I did a great job on the back on the first pass. How about that? I'll even show you guys how I fade the beard into the hairline. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is going to be a great cut. Oh, looks like I'm a little jagged back here on my back hairline. I'm going to have to correct that. Now I've got a cowlick in the back middle of my head like a lot of people do. So you have to hit it from all angles, up, down, left, right. Cowlicks can be tricky, but you just have to cut it from all angles. Up, down, left, right. There we go. Alright, looking good. One more pass here. Alright. Okay. Now I'm going to brush my hair. You guys, it's almost like magic. Watch. See that? Cleans it. Completely cleans it up. Oh yeah, this is a great cut. Look at that. Looking real good. Looking real good. Looks even. Looks like I missed a spot here, so I'll probably lower that. That's a cowlick that I have up there, so I'm going to lower the blade a little bit. There we go. This little patch of hair grows faster than the rest of my hair. I don't know why, but it is what it is. And then you just go in and you know, get the few spots that you may have missed. You can easily spot them. Looks like I got pretty much everything on the first pass, which is something that I do not normally do. That is for sure. All right, good. Looking real good. Let me check the back one more time. be careful you don't cut your ear. I've done that many, many times. Awesome. All right, cool. Very good. So now I got to go back and correct the left side of my head, because it looks like I got a little bit jagged on the left side, but no worries. I can go in and correct that right now. There we go. Okay. All right, we have one final step. As you guys can see, there's a clear step from the hair to the beard. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fade the hair into the beard. Doing this is very easy. Anybody can do this. Make sure I got the right guards here. Where's my 1/16? Where's my 1/8? Dude, I have so many of these freaking guards, I can never keep them straight. Just my 1/8. Bingo. 1/8, 1/16. Now I need my 1/4. So the 3 guards you'll need, maybe the 3/8, but I need that 1/4. Where's my quarter? Bingo! So the 3 guards that you're going to need, possibly 4, is you need the 1/16. That's the last one you're going to use. The second to last is going to be the 1/8. The first one, if you have my length of hair, is going to be the 1/4 inch. If you have longer hair, then you'll start with the 3/8. If you have long hair or like a really, really thick beard, you'll start with the 3/8. But we're not going to start with the 3/8 because I don't have long hair. My beard is thick, but it's not thick enough to the... Well, you know what? Actually, let's see. I'm going to put on the 3/8. So what I'm going to do, here's how I do this. I start with the 3/8 down here. Then I go 1/4, just a little higher. Then I go 1/8, then 1/16. That's it. I do that on either side. And you'll see it seamlessly fade right into the beard. Oh, okay, so it looks like I could use the... Alright, so the 3/8 is making a little bit of headway. Alright. Okay. So we're done with the 3/8. I'm glad I decided to use that. Now we're going to go to the 1/4 inch. The 1/4 inch guard. And now I'm going to start this a little bit higher. This is how you get the fade in. Okay? A little bit higher. Just a little bit above. I use my ears, my ear markers. Marks on my ears as sort of a guide. Okay, so now that's done. Now I'm going to take my 1/8. And I'm going to start a little bit higher. Just a little bit. Go. All right. Now I'm going to take my 1/16, maybe a centimeter. Maybe a centimeter. Perfect. Look at that. I nail this every time. Very good. So now you guys can see. That my beard, actually I'm a little looser on the left side. Hang on a second. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now you guys can see that my beard seamlessly fades right up to my hair. You see that? And dude, it's very, very simple to do this. Very, very simple to do. You guys see how that works? Very, very easy. You start with the 3/8, go to the 1/4, go down to the 1/8, then the 1/16, and you've got a perfectly faded beard. Let me make sure I've got this right. I'm just looking at the replay here. Yep, we're good to go on that side. Very nice. Very, very nice. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Kenny says, have a good night from the Midwest. Appreciate that. All right, and so we are all done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go with one last pass. One last pass. I'm going to brush everything down. Make sure everything is good to go. And so as you guys can see, I'm looking real good. My beard looks good, even though I've got the grays in. It looks good. It looks natural. The hairline is nice and tight. The hairline is nice and crispy, right? You can't, and my hair is so low at this point, you can't really tell I'm starting to go bald, so that's a plus. But let me do a 360. Maybe a 720. And we're looking good. We're looking good. So, thank you guys for joining me this evening. I appreciate you guys. So Keontae says you got to do this. You got to do this breakdown on Fresh and Fit, where this chick says she has 2 boyfriends and they know each other. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to look into that. Let me watch this replay to make sure we're still nice and tight. Yeah, you guys can see where the slight mess up is there, but that's not a big deal. There you go. That's it. That's it. So I'm gonna keep the gray for a little while. I think it's a good look for me, especially at this age. I'm now gonna jump in the shower. I'm gonna go downstairs and eat my keto bowl, and I'm probably gonna be asleep soon after. So thank you guys very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.